Welcome to Discovery Dynamics. Get ready to uncover 101 mind-blowing facts from around the world. Nature's grandeur can be found in the Great Barrier Reef, which spans over 1,400 miles, making it the largest living structure on Earth. The Japanese island of Okinawa is one of the world's 5 blue zones, where people commonly live to be over 100, likely due to their plant-based diet and close-knit communities. Health experts have recently highlighted the importance of sleep for overall wellness, with studies showing that lack of sleep is linked to an increased risk of heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. In the animal kingdom, the mimic octopus can change its appearance to impersonate other sea creatures like lionfish or sea snakes, a clever defense mechanism. Finland holds the title for having the most heavy metal bands per capita in the world, with nearly 53 bands per 100,000 people. This love for metal is so deeply rooted in Finnish culture that even the country's education system integrates heavy metal into music classes, making it a beloved genre across all age groups. The horizon appears as the line where the Earth's surface and sky meet, but it's not a fixed distance on a flat surface. The average person can see about 3 miles to the horizon before the Earth's curvature limits the view. Meadows are biodiversity hotspots, supporting a rich variety of plants, insects, and animals. They can also act as natural water filters, helping to clean groundwater and reduce soil erosion. Human whispers are typically between 20 and 30 decibels, about the volume of rustling leaves, making them one of the softest sounds our ears can detect without mechanical amplification. The longest continuous walkable distance on Earth stretches from Cape Town, South Africa, to Magadan, Russia, an astonishing journey of over 13,000 miles that would take more than 3 years on foot. Mount Everest, the highest mountain above sea level, stands at 29,032 feet. However, if measured from base to summit, Mauna Kea in Hawaii is taller, with most of its mass hidden beneath the ocean. The colors of a sunset are caused by the scattering of sunlight by particles in the atmosphere, with shorter blue wavelengths scattered out of view and longer red and orange wavelengths remaining visible. Thunder is created by the rapid expansion of air surrounding a lightning strike, with temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun. The sound travels about 1 mile every 5 seconds, so you can estimate how far away lightning is. The ocean covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface, yet less than 20% of its floor has been mapped. It contains the largest ecosystem on the planet and provides over 50% of the oxygen we breathe. Brazil is the largest country in South America and is home to the Amazon rainforest, which produces about 20% of the world's oxygen and is often referred to as the lungs of the Earth. The first programmable computer, the Z3, was invented by German engineer Konrad Zuse in 1941. It used electromechanical relays and was capable of performing complex calculations. The ancient Greeks held the first Olympic Games in 776 BC in Olympia, where athletes competed in various sports, including running, wrestling, and chariot racing, marking the beginnings of competitive sports. Deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, is the molecule that carries the genetic instructions for life, and if uncoiled, the DNA in a single human cell would stretch about 2 meters in length, with each human body containing approximately 37 trillion cells. France is known for its rich culinary history and is often credited with the development of fine dining. The country is also home to the Louvre, the world's largest art museum, which attracts millions of visitors annually. The first smartphone, IBM's Simon Personal Communicator, was released in 1994. It combined a mobile phone with PDA, Personal Digital Assistant, capabilities, featuring a touchscreen and the ability to send emails and faxes. The marathon race was inspired by the legendary run of Phidippides, a Greek messenger who ran from the battlefield of Marathon to Athens in 490 BC to announce the Greek victory over the Persians, a distance of approximately 26 miles. Neurons, the building blocks of the nervous system, are specialized cells that transmit information through electrical and chemical signals. The human brain contains about 86 billion neurons, which can form thousands of connections with other neurons. Italy is renowned for its contributions to art, architecture, and cuisine, and is home to more UNESCO World Heritage Sites than any other country, with 58 sites, including landmarks like the Colosseum and the historic centers of Florence and Venice. The Internet began as a U.S. Department of Defense project called ARPANET in the late 1960s. Today, it connects billions of devices worldwide, with over 4.9 billion people accessing it as of 2021, transforming communication, commerce, and information sharing. The word robot comes from the Czech word robota, which means forced labor. It was first used in the 1920 play Rossum's Universal Robots by Karel Čapek, introducing the concept of artificial beings created to serve humans. Soccer, known as football in most countries, is the world's most popular sport, with an estimated 4 billion fans globally. The FIFA World Cup, held every 4 years, is one of the most watched sporting events in history. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion base pairs of DNA, and it is estimated to contain around 20,000 to 25,000 protein-coding genes. The Human Genome Project, completed in 2003, was an international effort to map and understand all the genes of the human species. Canada is the second largest country in the world by land area, covering nearly 9.98 million square kilometers. It is known for its vast wilderness, including the Rocky Mountains and numerous national parks, and boasts the longest coastline of any country. Drones, or unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, were initially developed for military purposes, but today they are widely used in various industries, including agriculture, photography, delivery services, and disaster management. The origins of tennis date back to 12th century France, where it was played with the palm of the hand. The modern game, using rackets and a felt-covered rubber ball, evolved in England in the late 19th century, with the first Wimbledon championship held in 1877. The cell is the basic unit of life, and it is estimated that the human body contains around 37 trillion cells. Cells come in various shapes and sizes and can be broadly classified into prokaryotic, bacteria, and eukaryotic, plants, animals, fungi, cells. Japan is an archipelago consisting of over 6,800 islands, with 4 main islands, Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku. It is known for its rich cultural heritage, including traditional arts like tea ceremonies, calligraphy, and kabuki theater. Blockchain technology, originally created to support Bitcoin, is a decentralized digital ledger that securely records transactions across multiple computers. Its transparency and immutability make it applicable in various fields, including finance, supply chain management, and voting systems. As our reliance on technology increases, so does the need for cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and data from digital attacks, with the global cybersecurity market projected to reach over $300 billion by 2024. The concept of adventure has been integral to human culture for centuries, inspiring countless tales and myths. The word itself derives from the Latin adventurus, meaning about to happen. Culture encompasses the beliefs, customs, arts, and social behaviors of a particular group of people, and UNESCO recognizes over 1,000 intangible cultural heritage elements, reflecting the diversity of global traditions. The concept of freedom varies significantly across different cultures and societies. For instance, the concept of freedom in individualistic cultures may emphasize personal autonomy, while collectivist cultures may prioritize communal harmony and responsibilities. In music, harmony refers to the combination of different musical notes played or sung simultaneously, creating a rich sound. It is essential in creating emotional depth in compositions, from classical to contemporary genres. The word expedition is often associated with exploration and adventure, and notable expeditions like Lewis and Clark's journey in the early 1800s helped map the western United States, contributing to its expansion. Traditions can be oral, ceremonial, or artistic and are passed down through generations. Some, like the Japanese tea ceremony, embody cultural values and serve to strengthen community ties. The scientific method hinges on discovery, leading to breakthroughs such as penicillin and the theory of relativity. These discoveries have significantly impacted medicine and our understanding of the universe. The concept of sustainability is gaining traction worldwide, with the United Nations adopting the 17 Sustainable Development Goals to address global challenges like poverty, inequality, and climate change by 2030. In the digital age, the idea of connection has transformed with social media, allowing people to forge relationships across distances. Studies show that maintaining connections can enhance mental health and overall well-being. The ancient Egyptians were among the first to use mirrors, which were made of polished bronze and used for both practical grooming and ritualistic purposes, believed to hold magical properties. The modern wallet has evolved from simple pouches to complex designs that reflect personal style and functionality, with RFID blocking technology now commonly used to protect against electronic theft. The word blanket comes from the name of a 14th-century English woolen manufacturer named Thomas Blanket. In some cultures, blankets are used in rituals and celebrations, such as Native American powwows, where they can symbolize warmth and community. Plates have been used for thousands of years, with early examples made from materials like clay and wood. The invention of porcelain in China during the Tang dynasty revolutionized plate design and function, leading to exquisite craftsmanship still admired today. Candles have been used since ancient times for light and religious ceremonies. They were made from various materials, including beeswax and tallow, and were often considered luxury items until the mass production of paraffin candles in the 19th century made them more accessible. The concept of a notebook dates back to ancient civilizations, where wax tablets were used for writing. Today's notebooks often come in various formats and styles, with bullet journals gaining popularity as a creative method for organizing thoughts and tasks. Green is often associated with nature and renewal, promoting feelings of calmness and relaxation, which makes it a popular choice for interior design in spaces meant for rest. In nature, green is the most common color due to chlorophyll in plants, essential for photosynthesis and contributing to the vibrant landscapes we see around us. Tea is one of the most widely consumed beverages in the world, originating over 5,000 years ago in ancient China, where it was initially used for medicinal purposes. Today, there are thousands of varieties, and tea is celebrated not only for its health benefits, including antioxidants that improve heart health, but also for its central role in cultural rituals like the Japanese tea ceremony and British afternoon tea. The QWERTY keyboard layout was designed in the 1870s for typewriters to reduce the likelihood of jams by placing frequently used letters farther apart. This arrangement became standard and has persisted even as technology evolved. The layout may seem random at first, but it's optimized for English typing patterns. Other layouts, like Dvorak or Colmac, aim to improve efficiency, but QWERTY remains the most widely used. Honeybees communicate with each other through a unique dance known as the waggle dance. This dance informs other bees about the location of food sources. The direction and duration of the dance indicate the direction and distance to the flowers, making it a fascinating example of animal communication. The first wireless headphones were introduced in the late 1990s, using infrared technology. However, they had limited range and sound quality. With the advent of Bluetooth technology in the early 2000s, wireless headphones became more practical and popular, allowing for better sound quality and longer ranges. Often referred to as the lungs of the earth, the Amazon rainforest produces about 20% of the world's oxygen. It's home to an incredible diversity of species, with around 390 billion individual trees and more than 16,000 different species, many of which are still undiscovered. Fungi, particularly mycorrhizal fungi, form intricate networks in the soil that connect the roots of different plants. Through these networks, they can share nutrients and water, and even send chemical signals to warn other plants of potential threats, like pests or disease. Introduced in 1908, the Ford Model T was the first car mass-produced using assembly line techniques, drastically reducing costs and making cars affordable for the average American. This innovation transformed the automotive industry and is credited with popularizing car ownership. The term sneaker comes from the rubber sole, which allows wearers to walk quietly. The first modern sneaker, the Keds Champion, was introduced in 1916, and since then, sneakers have evolved into a significant part of fashion and culture, leading to collaborations with celebrities and designers. The extraction and consumption of oil significantly impact the environment. Oil spills, air pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions are major concerns. This has led to increased interest in renewable energy sources as alternatives to fossil fuels. Cappadocia is famous for its unique geological formations, including fairy chimneys and extensive underground cities. The region is also renowned for its hot air balloon rides, offering stunning views of the unusual landscape. Its captivating beauty and historical significance make it a must-visit destination in Turkey. YouTube was founded in February 2005 by 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim. The platform quickly gained popularity, and in November 2006, Google acquired it for $1.65 billion in stock. Karma is a concept found in several Eastern religions, particularly Hinduism and Buddhism. It refers to the idea that a person's actions, good or bad, influence their future, shaping their destiny and experiences. The basic principle is that positive actions lead to positive outcomes, while negative actions lead to negative consequences, either in this life or in future reincarnations. The traditional Chinese calendar, known as the lunar calendar, the concept of 10 days, can relate to the decade, or zheng, which is a cycle of 10 days. In ancient China, a 10-day week was used, and each day had specific associations with elements, animals, and deities. This system was important for scheduling festivals, agricultural activities, and other significant events. One interesting fact about the Winter Olympics is that the first official Winter Olympic Games were held in Chamonix, France, in 1924. This event marked a significant expansion of the Olympic movement, as it introduced a separate platform for winter sports, which had previously been included in the Summer Games. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, the intense gravitational pull of a black hole affects time itself. As you approach a black hole, time appears to slow down relative to an outside observer. Khao Sok Lake, located in Thailand's Khao Sok National Park, is a remarkable gem that features a stunning island within a lake and even a lake within that island. This unique geographical arrangement is not just a visual wonder but also a biodiversity hotspot. The Sargasso Sea is unique because it's the only sea in the world defined entirely by its surrounding land masses, rather than by coastlines. It's located within the North Atlantic Ocean and is bordered by 4 currents that form an ocean gyre. Sudan is home to more pyramids than Egypt, with estimates suggesting there are over 200 pyramids in Sudan, primarily located in the region of Nubia. These pyramids, built by the ancient kingdom of Kush, served as royal tombs and are notable for their distinct style, which is often smaller and steeper than the more famous Egyptian pyramids. U.S. bills go through a life cycle, typically lasting about 5 to 15 years before they are removed from circulation due to wear and tear. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing estimates that around 90% of the money in circulation is actually recycled, meaning it's taken out of circulation, destroyed, and replaced with new bills. Kentucky is home to more than 4,000 caves, making it one of the most cave-rich states in the world. The most famous among them is Mammoth Cave, which is also the longest cave system in the world, stretching over 400 miles. Orange is originally referred to the fruit before it was used to describe the color. The term comes from the Old French word orange, which itself derived from the Arabic naranj and the Persian narang. Snails have more teeth than any other animal. A garden snail has about 14,000 teeth, while other species can have over 20,000. In the 1970s, a train in the UK was delayed because a cow wandered onto the tracks. The train driver had to stop, and when passengers asked what was taking so long, the conductor humorously said, "We're just waiting for a moving violation." Miracle fruit. This small, red berry is famous for its ability to change your taste perception. After eating it, sour foods like lemons and vinegar taste sweet. This effect is due to a protein called miraculin, which binds to taste buds and alters their function temporarily. Aluminum is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust, making up about 8% of it. Interestingly, while it is plentiful, it was once considered a precious metal. In the late 19th century, it was more expensive than gold because of the difficulty of extracting it from ore. There are gold leaf desserts that look incredibly fancy, but funny enough, eating gold doesn't actually provide any nutritional value. It's like putting sparkles on your food. People pay extra for a dessert that looks glamorous but doesn't really add anything to the flavor. Talk about a shiny gimmick. The Sun is incredibly massive, and it's estimated that about 1.3 million Earths could fit inside it. Interestingly, despite its vast size, the Sun is just an average-sized star in the universe, with billions of other stars much larger and more massive than it, like Scuti, which could hold over 5 billion suns. The human brain generates enough electricity to power a small light bulb. In fact, the brain's electrical activity can produce about 20 watts of power while awake, which is enough to illuminate a tiny LED light. Dikoku and Kuritamati, Christmas Island, in the Line Islands, which are less than 3 miles apart but have a 20-hour time difference due to their positions relative to the international dateline. A single beef burger can indeed be made from meat sourced from more than 100 different cows. This is because ground beef is typically produced by mixing meat from various animals to ensure consistency in flavor and texture. Cheese is indeed the most commonly stolen food item in the world, and this has led to the emergence of black market cheese operations. These operations involve the theft and illicit sale of various types of cheese, often targeting high-value varieties like Parmigiano Reggiano and other artisanal cheeses. The name Perth has its origins in Old English and Germanic words. It comes from the Old English and the German word, which mean ground or soil. Unlike other planets in our solar system, whose names are derived from Roman and Greek mythology, Earth's name reflects its nature as the ground we walk on. Gabon is home to the famous Gabonese forest elephants, which are smaller and have straighter tusks compared to their African savanna counterparts. These elephants play a crucial role in maintaining the health of the rainforest ecosystem. Yawning can help cool the brain. When you yawn, you take in a deep breath of air, which may cool the blood flow to the brain. This process can help enhance alertness and cognitive function, making you feel more awake and focused. In the 1970s, a group of yogis in California created a style called laughter yoga. The idea is that laughing can bring about the same health benefits as traditional yoga, so they combined laughter exercises with breathing techniques. The best time to take a nap is typically in the early afternoon, around 1 to 3 p.m. This aligns with the natural dip in our circadian rhythm, when many people experience a post-lunch slump in energy. Kangaroos are unable to move backward due to their unique anatomy. Their large, muscular tails and long, powerful hind legs are designed for jumping forward, which makes it difficult for them to move in reverse. This is often used metaphor in Australia, where kangaroos are seen as a symbol of progress and moving forward. In 2002, a rapper named Rapper's Delight became the first hip-hop song to reach the top 40 on the Billboard charts, and it was a nearly 15-minute-long song. Giant pandas have a unique adaptation, a modified wrist bone that acts like an opposable thumb. This sixth finger helps them grasp bamboo, which makes up the majority of their diet. The Anglo-Zanzibar War in 1896 lasted only 38 minutes. Talk about a quick disagreement, definitely not the way to win an argument. The smell of rain is called petrichor. That fresh, earthy scent you smell after it rains is called petrichor. It's caused by oils released from plants and a compound called geosmin from soil bacteria. There's an actual village in Scotland named Dull, which is famously paired with a town in Oregon called Boring. Together, they promote a humorous, dull and boring tourism campaign. The very first item scanned with a barcode was a pack of Wrigley's chewing gum in 1974. It marked the beginning of a new era in retail, all thanks to gum. Statistically, more people are killed by vending machines falling on them each year than by shark attacks. So, be careful next time you reach for that snack. The most common password is 123456. Despite all the advice about using strong passwords, 123,456 remains the most commonly used password. There's an annual World Toilet Day, celebrated on November 19th. This day aims to raise awareness about the global sanitation crisis and promote proper toilet facilities for everyone. Pineapples take about 2 years to grow. Unlike many fruits, this long maturation period makes them a rare treat for those who cultivate them at home. A group of owls is called a parliament. This term reflects the wisdom often associated with these nocturnal birds, making their gatherings sound quite dignified. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. Because guinea pigs are social animals, Swiss law requires you to have at least 2 to keep them happy. The most common name in the world is Muhammad. This name is widely used across the globe and holds significant cultural and religious importance. The average person will walk the equivalent of 5 times around the earth in their lifetime, with the average person walking about 75,000 miles over their life. That adds up to a lot of steps. Some fish can walk on land. Certain species, like the mudskipper, can move across land using their pectoral fins, allowing them to explore tidal pools. Thanks for watching Discovery Dynamics. We hope you enjoyed these 101 incredible facts from around the world. If you learned something new or just love exploring, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing discoveries. Until next time, keep curious and stay dynamic.